Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Mary. I do makeup on my channel, a little bit of fashion and going out to the stores. But for this morning, what I did was I wanted to do a blue look, and I love this blue in the Retro Paradise collection here by e.l.f. So that was my inspiration, and in order to get the lighter blue and the darker blue, I used my Queen Beauty, the Wonderland for my light blue, and the Perfect Bloom for my darker blue. It actually had more of a navy blue at the corner. So what I did then, after I got my navy blue on, I used this color in the Retro palette, this blue here. Now, this blue here is a beautiful color, see? But what happens is you have to pack it on a little firmly to have the color really show up. So that's what I ended up doing. I put the darker blue underneath, and then I put this on top, and it made it really show up really good. So that's sometimes a clue to what you can do at home to see how your colors will transform, so that you're just not looking at a color and thinking, oh, that's going to turn that way when I put it on. It always doesn't. And sometimes it'll have more of a shine, and the more of the shine, sometimes the less thick it is. So you just kind of have to play with it and see how it works with your skin. And another thing that happens too is after a couple hours, it will set on your skin and kind of merge, and sometimes the colors, believe it or not, can change just a tad bit, not much, but usually after you've worn your makeup for a few hours, that's when it really looks nice. So anyway, I hope you'll watch this video, okay? So those are the colors I used, and this is how I got this blue. And of course, my always my Wet n Wild blue. I love this Wet n Wild blue color. It's my favorite blue, and I do that as an eyeliner. Now, it is a liquid eyeliner, but I grew up using liquid eyeliner, so it's not hard for me. But if you have trouble, what you do, if you're afraid of this after you got your look on, what you do is you go ahead and get some on your brush and do the brush in the middle right here. So you see you have more space. The lower part I do after I've used my brush and gotten a lot of the paint off of it, because it's got to be a thin line. So I'll usually do the top and then the bottom with a thin line. And as you can see, this one bled a little bit, so I had to go back and cover it up. Things happen, you just have to fix it. Okay, and I think I showed you a little bit of me putting this eyelash on. That's sometimes tricky too. And the glue makes 100% of your difference. Now, I got this black glue from Kiss, and it really works wonders, but if you put your eyelash in the wrong spot, you're going to have a little bit of the black from the glue. I'm going to have to try to get a glue like this in transparent color. Maybe that would work better for me. But anyway, I'm rambling on too much, so if you want to watch this video and see how I got this look, just keep on watching, okay? Hi, good morning, it's Mary. Welcome. So, already this morning, I primed my face with this No More Problem from Sol de Janeiro. I love this as a primer. It makes your face a little sticky. So, well, I also wanted to use another, some oil on my face, so I used this Farisa. This came in my BoxyCharm, so I used that, and it gave my face a little more oil, and I kind of like that. So I'm going to turn on my lighted mirror here, and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to use this Purilesse. I really like this Purilesse. One big spot here, this Purilesse BB Cream, and it says, I like what it says on it too. It says Perfect Glow. So it's a BB cream, but honestly, I think it could stand up to almost some of the foundations that we get that are, well, let's see, light. But it's really nice. It goes on really well, and as you can see, I moisturized my face, so it's sliding on my face a little bit easier since I moisturized it. And it also may take a little more time for it to dry off, because I have a little oil on my face as the base. I always like the oil because The oil feels good to my skin, and it seems to do me really well. I was out the other day. I went to the water park. It was my daughter's birthday. We went to the water park. Cowabunga something, okay? So anyway, I went, and so it says senior 60 and older, and the price was $11.99. I thought, wow, that is a benefit of being a senior. I only paid $11.99, $12 to go into the water park. But I guess some seniors might go on the big rides, the slides, but I don't. I don't go on the slides. But I do stand at the bottom and cheer my family on, but I don't go on those. I like to go in the water though. I think it's great. A water park is fun. Usually they have some nice music playing, and there's a lot of families there. It's kind of a happy place to go to in the summer, and you can cool off in the water. Now for me, the water was a bit cold. It's like if you go to one of the public parks and the water's cold. I don't really care for that too much, because when you go in from the really hot heat and you go into icy cold water, it's kind of a stark contrast. So gonna get spoiled having a pool, because my pool is warm just from the summertime being over 100, and then in the morning the coolest it gets is 80. So the water is basically warm when we go in. It's not hard to go in and swim in it. You can pretty much walk in without feeling it be too cold. And I like that. I like being able to just walk in. And anyway, that was what happened. I went to the water park, and if any of your seniors are watching, it says 60 and over. So what I did was, I didn't want to bring my purse in there. I didn't know if they had a locker. So I just brought my phone in, and with my phone, it has a holder, and on the holder I put my driver's license. So if they stopped me at the gate for being a senior or wanted proof, I had it in my wallet. Then right away I took it out of my phone case and put it back in my regular wallet, because I don't ever want to lose my license, and that would be really hard to recover, especially these days with the pandemic, and try to go to the DMV. I've seen it on TV. Yeah, it's kind of crowded anyway. Okay, now see how this gives me a nice light coverage to my foundation, and as you can see, it hasn't dried down yet, and it does have like a perfect glow, just like it says. I don't know about you, but the place I get the least coverage is right here where my glasses hit, and so I'm just going to grab a tiny bit more, and I think I lost a little bit on my nose there, and a little bit right here. Okay. All right. Now what I do for concealer is, I've been using this CoverGirl concealer. I'll show it to you. It goes right in. It goes right in to my eye area and gives me the good amount of coverage, considering I have a BB cream on. This is it. See how nice? And I just go right in here. And I've been using this, and I haven't been using an eyeshadow primer. I can pretty much get my eyeshadow to stay on with this. I was using the white paint pot for a while, and then I just quit using that, because I didn't want as heavy a look or as heavy a coverage. So I'm going to take this brush. It's a flathead brush. Just going to go down around my eyes like this, and just put the concealer on just like this. Now the next thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to jump out the camera, and I'm going to go ahead and put my brows on. And after I get my brows on, we're going to go ahead and right into the eye look. And I'm going to be using this, this Paradise Palette from e.l.f. Really hit the spot this summer. They really hit out of the ballpark with this one. I love this palette. Now, I have white and blue on, and I have my blue earrings on, so I guess you know what color I'm going to use, right? Okay. So anyway, I love this blue right here. Last time I used the turquoise, but this time I am going to go for this beautiful blue right here. Oh, that is so pretty. And I don't know who doesn't look good with a blue eyeshadow. I think it goes for everybody. And this Paradise palette has many options also. So you could do the green during the summer, this nice brick brown, and then this nice soothing brown here. I mean, there's so many things you could do. Look at this coral over here. It's beautiful. So you could take almost any one of these colors and make an eye look with any of them. Beautiful. So right now I'm gonna, for the sake of time, I don't like my videos to be too long because I understand everybody's busy and some things are taking more time with the COVID. We stand in more lines sometimes. It takes longer to do things, but you know, that's okay. It's okay for now because kind of slowing us down a little bit. And I think it's kind of a nice time to reflect and, you know, think about things you want to do and, you know, not being always such a rush. Everyone is always in such a rush and it's hard to keep up that stress level sometimes. Yeah, I think so. So let's kind of relax and enjoy this day. After this, we're going to go somewhere and I'm going to take you with me, okay? And I live in Las Vegas, so this could be kind of exciting. But probably knowing me, it's not going to be. It's going to be adults, family. Okay, I'll be back in a second with my brows on. Okay, welcome back. So here we go. Well, I've been trying out my products and I've been trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this blue. But I'll show you a couple things I did. I went in to get my powder, my foundation to settle. I went into my It's Cosmetics powder and I went right under the eye, just a little bit, just so that it settled my foundation. Then what I did, I have this beautiful Hourglass that I got in one of my boxes, and I used the Hourglass blush. Look how nice that came out. And the brush I used was the angled brush, so I went like this with the angled brush, and I thought it came out so nice. This is a very nice blush, this Hourglass. Very nice, really nice. So, now the next thing I'm going to do is, I got my white on, but I think I'm going to go in and do my crease a little bit. Let's do the crease a little bit. Let's just define the eye with doing the crease. So in this e.l.f. palette, I have this brown color that I can do the crease with right here. So let's do that. Let's just define the crease a little bit. It is a little bit of a dark color, so we're going to go slow and easy, and we're just going to go in and define the crease here. And when we define the crease, by that I mean we're going to show right where the crease is and go a little bit above it and have this look go up to lift up the eye, and it's a more youthful way of doing your eye makeup by defining the crease and have everything go up. So here we are here with it like that. And I'm going to be gentle with it because I don't want to do too much on the crease. I just want it to look pretty natural and not look too made up for the day look today. But really nice brown color, right? I like this brown color. It's kind of warm. It's kind of a warm color. And I think it does well. And let's see how it goes with the blue in this palette. Might go really well with the blue. Now, when I get some fallout, I keep these little pads I get at the dollar store handy, and I can just go like this and like this. And I do it gently because I really don't want to lose any of the makeup that I put on. Now, as you can see, there's an edge here that doesn't look natural. So, what I'm going to do is, to avoid having an unnatural edge, I'm going to go in with a kind of a fluffy brush and put it on light. I'm going to go into this lighter color right here. It's like a white or caramel color. And I'm just going to go right here with it. And I'm just going to kind of blend this out so we don't have too much of a rough edge. See how that works? Doesn't that work nice to break down your rough edge? I think so. I think it works really nice to break down your rough edge. And you don't need a lot of it. I find if I put too much powder on my eyes, it tends to go a little overboard and make them look a little cakey. So I have to be careful not to put too much on. Okay, so before I go in with this blue in the e.l.f. palette, I realized it's kind of a lighter type of a blue. It's not it's not as thick when you put it on as it appears in the. So I went to my Perfect Bloom palette from, let's see, where's this one from? I've had this one for a while and I have used it quite a bit. Let's see who makes this Perfect Bloom. I'm thinking I got it from Queen Beauty. I'm not sure. Let's see. What does it say here? Oh, okay. Okay. It doesn't say. Oh, well, one it says. Oh, one. Prolux. So I'm not sure where this one was from. Sorry, I don't really know. Made in China. I think it's from Queen Beauty. It's one of those I picked out when I got my big palette from Queen Beauty, the peacock one. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to go in the inner corner with this light blue. Like an ocean blue, right? Yes. The thing about using your finger is you can put the ones that have a little bit of a shine on kind of more densely, and that's why the finger works so well. Did want to get down into the inner corner a little more. And for the left eye too, in the inner corner a little more. Okay, so that was what I wanted to put down first to make this e.l.f. one kind of pop out. And then for the outer edge, I got this nice dark blue, and this one is Wonderland Prolux. I think this is Queen Beauty too. When I went and ordered my one palette, then I got a discount, so I went and ordered some more. So I'm going to use this little flat brush. Let me move the camera. My lighting, my sun went in a little bit. Let's fix this lighting if we can, like that. Better? Yeah, that's better. Okay, look at this pretty blue color. It's really beautiful. So let's go right here with it. Oh, that's really pretty. It is really pretty. Gonna be careful because I don't want fallout to hit my lower lash. Okay, this is just going to give it a little more density than what I have in my Retro palette, Retro Paradise. This will give it a little more density, more blue. You know, some colors look different on the skin than they appear in the palette. So it behooves you to try them on your, I use my hand or my forearm. That gives me a good idea of what color it's actually going to turn on my skin or look on my skin. Okay, so that is nice. All right, so that is a nice color. So here we are with that done, and we're going to go into our Retro palette now. And we're going to go in with this blue color right here. What I think I'll do is I'll try it with my finger first. Oh, I hit the black a little bit. So things happen, you know, that you don't expect. Like I hit the black when I was coming across to get the blue on my finger. So let's do this. Let's take a little bit of this spray and put it on my forearm here. And I'll get the black off with the little bit of spray, and I love the smell of this too. It smells great. Okay, so just take this and let's see if we can get some of the black off here. Yeah, see, it took it off. Good deal. Now I got to get it out of my palette here. I brushed it with my finger. All right, now let's see if I go in with my finger. What color are we going to get here? I was thinking I'd use it over this blue that I have on here and the outer edge. All right, it comes over nice. Now let's see, with this blue, I think what I want to do is for the lower lash, do something light for the lower lash. I think it would be really pretty. Let's see how this one does on the lower lash. Let's try this blue with this brush, which is a little bit firm, so it'll give me a line at the lower lash. Okay, let's try it with my light better. Yeah. And what I want to do is I want to make it a little bit thick. Okay, and go over here. This is like an iridescent blue, and it has a pearl eyes to it. It's really pretty. So I'm just gonna keep moving it along because I even though it takes a lot to make it show up, I still like it. I'm gonna still use it, and I'm gonna use it in the middle here. I'm gonna try to get a lot on my brush so when I deposit it, it really shows nice. See how beautiful? See how beautiful that blue is? That's a great blue. Okay, so I'm down here and I'm gonna use some eyeliner too over this. So I'm loving this color. This is just beautiful. It takes a few applications of it. You have to have a little patience, but hey, it's okay. See how it has that iridescent to it? That's the kind of looks you like for summer. Or holiday looks too. A little iridescent, a little sparkle. Really nice. And then here we go, just go over it here and do it right here in this end of my palette. Oh, that is really pretty. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change my brush and I'm gonna go for a real tiny brush like this one. And I'm gonna go in with, I think this one doesn't show up as much. My Ofra Blitz palette always gives me the white color that I love for the opening up the eye. So let's go ahead with this beautiful white in here and let's just go ahead and put the white on the inner corner. And for this, you're going to want to really get a lot on your brush because see how nice that did that? Really nice. Oh, that's really pretty. And then you can kind of lighten that and make it go darker as you go the farther in. So I'm just going to just go in and repair this a little bit right here. And okay, now let's see. We're going to go right here and do this inner corner right here with the white. All right, that's really pretty. Oh, nice. And did you know what else came? It was, I think it's part of the collection is this e.l.f. Sparkly in silver white. I just love it. Let's see if we can get this to make our, I need a brush that's really flat, or this one that's small. Let's see if we can get this on our brush, and then we're gonna put it right over this blue and just give it a little more sparkle than it already has. There we go. I love that. See how it brings it up like that? And this one wasn't very expensive. e.l.f. products are very reasonably priced. And I think it's a great makeup starter for young girls that have babysitting money or whatever their little job is for money, that they can go to the store and buy makeup and have a nice selection with the e.l.f. products. I think that's great. And they're not expensive, as I said. And they are really nice products. Really nice. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. So now I'm just going to clean this up about, as you can see, I got a little fallout. So I'm going to just get rid of this fallout here. And I'm gonna go put my lashes on and just a little bronzer and lipstick and we'll be all done. I hope you're liking it. I'm loving this color. Okay, got my lashes on. So I'm gonna go in and use this angled brush again to my Anastasia palette, and I'm going to use my bronzer that I got in this palette. I love it, this bronzer, because it's a warm bronzer. So it adds not only color, it adds warmth to my face. And I really like that. I really like to add some warmth to it, especially when you put on your, you get a flat look when you just put on your foundation. And I think this one is so pretty. I love the color of it. All right, so it looks like we pretty much have everything on except I need a little highlight. Yes. And the one I always seem to go for is my Ofra, this light pink highlight. I think it is just such a beautiful color. It's like pearlized. Now, guess where I put this? Right here. And sometimes I just go over the crow's feet a little bit. Just a tad bit. You can take a little brush and put it on with a little brush. That works too. But look at the highlight I got with this. Kind of magnificent, right? Just a little bit, and it really does brighten you up. Okay, wow, that's a highlight for sure. I really like the way that comes off. So, what I'm going to do next is, I have this MAC lipstick in it. It was last year's color. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? The reason I like this color is it has the shades of a little darker pink, which goes good with the blue. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to put mascara on. I forgot my mascara even in the beginning. I usually put my mascara on before I put my... But see how my lower lashes are blue from the... Pick up the color of the eyeliner. So let's go ahead. This is my Tarte mascara that I got in my Boxy charm box. Ooh, that's nice now, right? All right, and this just really makes the lower lashes stand out. Lower lashes are not as easy to put on because there's less of them. They're close to the skin, and sometimes you can find your mascara is depositing on the skin a little bit, and you don't want that. So I always go in with kind of a light hand and try to get all of them. And then, like this, where they've clumped together, what I'll do is I'll just go in with my little cotton ball or something and just break it apart so it won't look too clumped like that. But the right eye came out really nice. I always have a better time with my right than I do my left. Don't know why that is, but maybe it has to do with your dexterity. Okay, now try to get that's a little bit better, and then right here. So what I did to help my makeup look was off camera. I put this. This is what I use all the time, and I'm almost at the bottom of it. See this? This is my. It's by Avon. It's they don't make it anymore. It's concealer, but it has emollient in it. So for us older ladies, you can lay it down and it's not going to dry out. It's not going to dry out on the skin. And I really love it for that. I'm almost down to the end, so if Avon might be listening, I don't know. If you are listening, Avon, we need some more of this. Anyway, I hope you liked my look for today. I did it in a pretty powder sky blue look. I had fun making it for you, and I think the eyes do look good with the blue. I think this is like my favorite look, the blue ones. But anyway, I think the look came out really pretty. I like the whole array of colors that I got on here. Now, what I did before I started filming is I tried out all the colors on my arm, and that's a good thing to do because as you can see, they don't always transpose the way you think they will. So anyway, this is Mary telling you whatever time of day you're watching, morning, noon, or night. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you can't sleep, then you could watch videos at night, and that'd help you fall asleep maybe. But anyway, whatever time of day it is where you're watching me, I hope you have a great day, and I hope you come back some more from another one of my videos, okay? So thanks so much for tuning in and watching, and I'll see you next time.